Okay, it's another wet day today. Yesterday there was a glimpse of light. Unfortunately, it stopped raining at nighttime, but it doesn't look as promising today anyways. And with that in mind, what did I read today? More news about things like mystery drones in New Jersey again in the New Year's, huh? Apparently here it says they extended, I suppose, the ban in the airspace. This one says mystery drone ban in New Jersey extended as congressman warns something's wrong. As it says here, the FAA has extended its drone ban in New Jersey as authorities continue to investigate the enigma of drones swarming the state skies with over 5,000 reports logged. The mystery of New Jersey's skies buzzing with drones has led to the tightened restrictions on the devices. Residents have been inundated with sightings of inexplicable flying objects, prompting a swift government response to alleviate fears, insisting there is no threat to national security. Despite this, the Federal Aviation Authority has broadened its drone exclusion zone, initially encompassing 22 districts. It now includes another 9, although less frequent current clips still emerge from counties like Somerset, Ocean, and Bergen, perpetuating public fascination, yet the FAA's motivations for the extended ban remain opaque. The FAA referred questions to Homeland Security, resulting in a referral loop, while the FBI acknowledged only 100 out of around 5,000 drones reports as credible. In some cases, they seemed like they were just something else, like a regular aircraft, for example, whereas in other cases, it's clearly a drone of sort, but you just don't know who's operating it and why. And with the vagueness, it seems like it is potentially, for example, an official use of some sort. Who knows? Kind of makes me think too. I mean, just looking outside today, you see like these flashing lights in the sky because there's so many clouds and all that. Just to give an example, like you can hear there's an airplane flying over me right now, and if you look from a distance, you see these flashing lights, you wonder what it is, right? But if I zoom in, for example, 10 times, you can actually see it's one of the seaplanes. So it makes you wonder how many reports are something like that. But at the same time, I wouldn't doubt some of them are quote drones, but who's actually flying it per se? But either way, I guess this hysteria and stuff continues, huh? And will it actually encourage things like further restrictions? But with that in mind, how about instead of things flying in the air, it's things in the water? This one here says, fishermen find suspected Chinese spy drone in central Philippines. This week, Philippine fishermen recovered a Chinese surveillance drone off the coast of Ambalong Island, well within the archipelago's internal waters. The small island is about 400 nautical miles away from the nearest Chinese bases in the South China Sea, including at least 100 nautical miles of coastal pilotage through the Philippines' Central Islands. The drone is about 6 feet long and is marked HY119. The police have turned it over to the Philippine Navy for further analysis, and an investigation is underway, according to the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Well, imagine that now. Everyone's going to be afraid of everything in the sky and in the sea. Is that the recovery of the HY119 systems has significant implications as it provides insights into advanced underwater technology and naval capabilities, said the Philippine National Police in a statement. And from the sounds of it, of their initial analysis, they seem to believe, like it says here, that this is a surveillance device of sort versus a weapon, because it says here it's believed to be a Chinese ISR device capable of monitoring, recording, and transmitting data. Well, imagine if they start banning, I guess, all water drones per se. Are they going to start with, for example, those toy RC boats? That's kind of like with the drones in many ways. They targeted toys, I guess you could say. I wouldn't be surprised that happens with this too, just based on all the fear and all that. And with that talk of Chinese drones, as you guys know, in the US, they may potentially just ban all Chinese drones, like ones created by DJI, for example. But apparently today, I was reading how there was all these leaks of a new DJI product apparently coming out. It's the DJI Matrice 4T. This is usually their higher end version, and it has things like thermal cameras and all that. So with this drone anyways, what's kind of interesting is it's the Matrice 4T, yet we don't even have things like a Mavic 4 out yet, as you know, and we're expecting that. But this seems to be based on Mavic 3, I guess, types of specs and so forth. Like you can see, for example, like the telephoto cameras, the wide angle cameras and so forth, except there was maybe some little changes. And as you know, the Mavic 4 hasn't even come out yet. So is this a situation where it's potentially kind of like how a lot of smartphone manufacturers do it? they release a new yearly product per se. There's not much change. There could be, for example, the exact same type of sensor used in the camera. They're relying more on software changes to enhance things like photos and all that. So are they just kind of running out of innovation in these ways with these drones? That's what I'm wondering, actually. If this is accurate anyways, it kind of makes me think it could be two possible situations in that regards. It could be one, I read a recent story where there was a new Sony camera release. It was their flagship, and apparently it had really similar specs, for example, compared to the old one when it comes to certain things like the sensor apparently. And the argument is it's just so good that they can't really, I guess, improve on it that much. So a lot of people in that sense are saying, okay, they understand it's still a great camera and so forth, whereas other people think if you're going to pay a higher price for a newer product, then it should be a lot better. So maybe that's the case here, where their tech innovation per se is at a ceiling at the moment. Or the other thought could just be like that previous example I said, maybe companies just assume it's good enough, let's just slap, for example, a little bit here and there, sell it at this price and it'll be more profit. Who knows? But yeah, I guess you can expect this drone to be coming out soon too. Just kind of interesting again how it seems to be based more on Mavic 3 types of technology versus like whatever the 4 may be anyways. All right, see you guys later.